Moo, 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 moo. Moo, moo. Moo. How's it going, Ragey? Finally got a chance to get on Slash for some good old cow farming. Well, not really good old cow farming, but it's cow farming nonetheless. Great opportunity to go farm some cows, although I will not be charting down any drops today, or at least I'm not going to add them in my Chaos List compilation, just because, well, it's, I'm pretty sure the drops are a bit skewed. I was doing some runs early and I didn't realize just how many drops these cows put out. And some of them are immune too, so that's immune to poison at least, interestingly enough. Most of them aren't though. These super uniques. There you go. Actually, I don't think I need to swap to lower res at all, or I don't need to switch to amp damage. Most of my damage is already done by. Most of my damage is already being dished out by using lower res or poison nova. These guys are tanky though, so tanky. Interestingly enough, these monsters still aren't. Oh. The monsters that spawn off the seals aren't cows, but everything else is. I don't know how they do it. I actually don't know how they do it, making everything like everything a cow. I mean, I think it's great. It's a lot of fun, of course, but not just in terms of like, them dropping a shit ton, but just seeing cows on April Fool's Day. It seems very befitting. Valkyrie's Corona, I don't need that. 3 jewels here. Another junk jewel, another junk jewel, and another junk jewel. One of these days I'll get one of those GG jewels. Just you wait. Just you wait and see. And I'm closing in on level 95. I wonder if these cows are actually giving me enough XP to make it there. I doubt it, but it's okay. Area level's nice. Or farming cows at A level 85 is nice. I don't know too. That's a really good question. So I was wondering the same thing, Reiji, like when they first started out the event. I was really curious about the same thing that you're wondering right now, and I decided to do a little bit of a test. It's not really much of a test, it's just I just kill the cows, right? I go and kill the cows, and this is my way of trying to figure it out. I was like, what eye level do these monsters drop these things at, right? And it seems like they're dropping them at eye level 85, so I feel like their drops tables come mainly from they basically use the drop tables that they have, but oh, that's a really good question. I actually don't think I heard anyone talking about like finding materials, but I think somebody may have found a Death's Fathom. I don't know, but what I'm trying to make is these monsters, they are dropping, well, normally they can't drop stuff, but here they're level 80, like, they're monster level 85, so I think they can drop some of the GGs, but, yeah, I'm not 100% sure at all. Okay. Only other problem is if I get amped, I'm fucked. I'm just trying to think, what amps? Ooh, hold on, they just dropped a red. Ah, it's a Paul Rune. Actually, it's my first Paul Rune I think I've gotten, like, all the time I've been farming this. Nice. Oh man, that was nice. Pull drop. Good way to start the day. Pull on run number 2. I should just do a separate count for today's finds. I wish I could have farmed a bit more, but yeah, no, for sure. It is quite interesting seeing all these cows, but I don't know how much longer it's going to last for. I do hope it lasts for the rest of the time I play, not because of the drops, but because I wanted to take part in this event, but I wasn't able to up until now. So I'm finally back. And I'm wondering whether or not people are going to be, well, if they're still going to let... I don't know if people are, or if they're going to still have this event running, or if they're just going to, like, or close it down after for the next couple of hours. Well, I think it's going to stay around, though, for a little bit, and then they'll close it down tomorrow. Okay, well, it's just poison. That's what I mean. Some of these guys are immune, but otherwise we got this. Sick socket face plating. Here's the only downside to killing off these cows. These cows actually do a fuck ton of damage. Like, they actually force me to have to block a lot. They hit harder than most of the monsters in Chaos Sanctuary normally would. And they also cause my character, like, that means my character will actually, like, it'll actually cause him to flinch. Where do I keep getting amped from? What the fuck keeps amping me? That's what I'm wondering. Is it like a unique monster, or is it like one of the monsters that... Oh, that was so bad. I actually fucking almost died there. See, I saw the Fanat while I was cursed, and I'm like, oh fuck, that'll kill me if I teleport right into that. Been really close to the edge there. Ooh, we got a nice little ring for it. 10 FCR, 115 attack rating, energy, mana. A little bit low on all those stats though. At least got my JJs. Yeah. Okay. Found an ohm on my single player Grail Sork yesterday, rolled a 5 bow. Oh, okay. That's pretty awesome, dude. Good on you. I presume you're planning to, well actually, I don't know if, are you planning to seal bug it, or what's the plan here? Are you gonna do a full clear chaos? Or are you just gonna do what most people do and just go in and like do seal bugged runs? But yeah, definitely having the bow cursed unique, yeah, freaking cursed unique. So what's your plan gonna be? Are you going to branch drop? I hope I don't run another fucking unique person. Oh man, such huge drops, honestly. Mob density is huge. They combine the mob density of chaos with you know, cows from cow level. And granted, like, they're pretty dense in cows too, or in the cow level, but damn, these guys are like, there's so many of them here. Yeah, kill them off before you pop the seal, especially if it's say, yeah, no, for sure, dude, I fuck to say. It's another cursed. I gotta keep my distance on these. Trying to make sure that I only get out the outer edges, finish them off with corpse explosion. And this is an Archon plate, and I'm actually gonna. Oh, that's a 7 faster run walk. And that's not important, that's not useful, I'm gonna keep going. Oh, Jewel. Pretty much packs and seal bug. Okay, fair enough. So you want to get Enigma, but only have a burst, or oh, you want to get Enigma for presumably like other characters. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Honestly, that's pretty cool that you're making like Holy Grail Sork like that. To be honest, a lot of people make Holy Grail Sorks. I actually, if I were to do Holy Grails, if I were to make a single player Holy Grail character, I would actually not make a Holy Grail Sork. I want to make a Holy Grail Necro. I think that's one of the things that people haven't done before, or I haven't really seen it done. A lot of people will play Sorks, of course. I don't really think I need to get into why. I was thinking it'd be really cool if somebody else would play something else for a change. So that's one of the ideas I had if I were to make more D2 content, but personally I have way too much fun on Slash to be playing single player right now, so that's just my take on it. I'm far from being completely finished my build. So yeah, I still have much to do. Ooh, 2 IAS, 15 dex, 2 to bow and crossbow skills. Well. Yeah, actually, what was that again? 12 decks. I don't know. It's kind of tempting to hold on to these, but that's okay. I don't think anyone will really want. You know what? Hey, who knows? Maybe somebody might. I'll hold on to this one. 2 20s are what people look for. If it were javelin skills instead, then maybe, but alas, no such luck there. Alright. So we get in the next game. I guess I'll go 5. I like how this guy's... There's actually somebody who's willing to pay Ohm for 6 beacons. It's funny. I actually have... I think it's... I have 2 beacons, but that's it. I found 2... Not back-to-back, but... within a reasonable amount of time with each other. And to be honest, I would easily love to make that trade, but I unfortunately don't have it anymore. Yeah, I don't have enough. I have like 2, that's it. Oh dude, that's a crazy plan. So plan is to get Enigma, H-Din for P8, Chaos, then do Necro Cows at P5 plus when you get Infinity. Oh, wow. P5 plus cows. But I am kind of surprised that you're going to... So you're going to switch from... Well, this is what I'm curious about. You are going to go from players 8 cows, or P8 Chaos, and then you're going to switch over to P5 cows. Why don't you just stick with P5 cows first? Or why don't you just stick with the P5 cows? Why do you have to switch it up? This is what I'm curious about. Man, these guys drop a fuck ton of charms. I know their drop tables is the same what the cows use. I don't get nearly as many items when I'm doing Chaos normally. Like, yeah, monsters drop stuff, but not like this. This is just insane. It's making me reconsider whether or not just avoiding cows altogether is a bad idea. I mean, I don't know. I still love Chaos, of course. It's just I feel like there's so many more items to look at when I'm actually killing these cows, and this isn't even cow level, of course. This is, but yeah, definitely one of the reasons why I don't farm cows, of course, is that they are monster level 81, so they don't actually have a chance to drop the big items. But still, it's, I don't know, worth a thought. After a while, the H-Din will get boring. So what? The Necro won't. Actually, I don't know. Like, for what it's worth, I haven't really made like a legit actual Hammerdin. But I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of fun with the Necro playstyle. Some people have actually said that this playstyle gets boring, or like playing Poison Necro gets boring. But I don't know. I love the Poison Necro. I feel like there's some people who may or may not contest the idea of just doing hammers and whatnot. Hey, Burv, nice to see you. Well, any good drops you're asking? I have not found, well, I mean, I just started. Wouldn't it be great if, like, something could drop within the first, I believe this is run number 6 of the day. I'm not going to be counting this towards my attempts to get 100 runs in. Oh, okay, hold on. That's not a bad find. 16 to life, 6 fire res. It's nothing too fancy, but I'm sure somebody will want that. But yeah, no, already within the first few runs, I've almost farmed a full, like, I've almost filled my stash with junk jewels, so that's kind of nice, I guess. But yeah, no, nothing too crazy. How about you, Burft? I know that in this time of, moo, hopefully you'll have found something by now. Although I suppose I should have taken this opportunity to have answered you, not by saying, no, I didn't find anything, but I should have said, oh yeah, I found 3 Griffs and 2 D-Webs, because, you know, in the spirit of April Fools, that probably would have been a good idea. Oh, how do you, well, what do you do with all those junk jewels? Oh, easy. Gaussen, I use, and hello, by the way. I use those junk jewels because I craft. They are meant for crafting, specifically. People here, like, later you'll get a chance to see, but, I'm sure you know a little bit about crafting, but basically, if you take a Ral, a Jewel, and a P Amethyst, yeah, Ral, a Jewel, and a P Amethyst, then, wait, why am I throwing these away? I should actually be keeping these for my eventual gold find barb. But anyway, a Ral, Jewel, and P Amethyst will get you, or with an amulet and a Jewel, it will roll you a new amulet with certain, well, the idea is to get like an Ami with like plus FCR, plus life, plus mana, with plus res. Like, yeah, I'm using a Maris, but this isn't endgame. Like, this doesn't have FCR, this doesn't have strength or anything like that. So, yeah, if we can get like an Ami, a Necro Ami with like 2 skills and 15 FCR, oh, that would, like, I could either sell it and be swimming in cash. Somebody actually made game number 7? Okay, well, that's interesting. Interesting. Ah. Alright, well, that's cool. Somebody's been using, I didn't realize those game names. Game name number 7. Alright, anyway. He's a craft machine, this ladder. Yeah, exactly. I non-stop go crafting. Like, crafting is... Honestly, the reason I want crafting, I don't care about the wealth. Like, I don't want to, like, craft... I don't care if I craft, like, a 220 Sork Ami, or, like, a... like, I did craft, like, a 210 Necro... or 210 Paladin with, like, a bunch of plus... or 210 with like plus dexterity plus strength, which was pretty fucking GG in my opinion. It was missing res, but honestly, if you're a paladin, you don't need fucking res anyway, so it was actually so good. Didn't have plus life though either, but that's totally fine, like whatever the fuck. But anyway, yeah, no, like, I sold that one for 4 ohms, but I don't care about the wealth aspect. I just care about finishing my fucking character. I want to get 75 FCR with 3-piece Trangs, is kind of the build I was going for. I want to test that and see how strong it is. Like, if I can get a fully geared Necro or Poison Necro, taking out Chaos Sanctuary, just Novaing everything without needing to spam lower res. I want to see if I can do sub 130 consistently with such a setup. That's kind of my big goal. Granted, 130 is relatively slow when you compare it to like Sealbug Light Sork runs, but still, it's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of the build I wanted to try. And if I can get sub 130 consistently, or even sub 120, yeah, sub 125, then I'd be pretty happy with that, really. I would. 10 FCR, yeah, oh, that is a beefy ring, just a little bit higher on the stats. Yeah, but anyway, hope that answers your question there, Dawson. As for crafting, you need to, like, if you're going to be crafting, like, a fuck ton of, you know, Amis and shit, then you need to have the jewels to go along with it, right? And people will just be like, oh yeah, I got an or you can pay like a mal for 88 junk jewels, but I don't know, for junk jewels being so easily, like, so common, I feel like it just doesn't feel right buying them off of people, if I'm being honest. Like, I just feel like I should just go get them myself. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that one. these boots. I believe these are Hotspurs. Nice. Okay, I guess I'll go and throw these onto my mule. Anyway, Jesse Campbell. Hello. Is there a way to play Diablo on my phone online or an app by any chance? I used to play it on my computer as a kid. Really miss it. Will greatly appreciate any help. Okay, so to be honest with you, dude, I am not familiar with playing Diablo 2 on a phone. However, what you could possibly do, because I think that this is becoming a progressively more popular thing that people do. What you could do is you could actually, you could try to like set up your computer with Diablo 2, and then you could try to like remote into that computer with some software like, I don't know what it's called. I remember somebody that I knew did that though. Somebody I knew actually did that, where they remoted into their, or I think that's what it's called, like, you know, TeamViewer, remote access or whatever. Yeah, look up TeamViewer and go see what I mean. Yeah, if you have like TeamViewer, I don't think you can use TeamViewer on a phone though. There's probably an app for it. Just don't know what it's called. But yeah, just access your whatever computer you're using to you know, run Diablo 2, and then that should get you what you're looking for. I think that's as much as I can really do to help. I'm not much of a tech person myself, but yeah, or tech savvy person. I'm not. But that's what I can say. Look into that. Look for an app that allows you to access your computer. And then you might be able to play on your phone while you're at home. I don't know if you could access it, if you'd be able to access it while you're at work or whatever, but that's basically just the gist of it. That's all I'm familiar with. I did that to make a trade happen once. Oh, well, there you go. That's, I know how that feels, for sure. Like, when you're on the go and somebody's like, yo, shit, I want to make a trade, and you're just like, oh shit, I need in on this now. Then yeah, definitely. 5 hell runes it now. Wow. Okay. That's actually a really, I think that's a pretty generous deal, honestly. I'd ask for at least an ist for that. At least an ist. I was in another city. Oh, well, I mean, that's these days what a laptop is for. And I haven't actually forgotten your other question. I know that you had asked me about... oh, actually, wait a second. I had forgotten to throw these out. Life Vita. Or not Life. Yeah, Russet. Small charm with Vita. Might be worth trying to... I don't know. I feel like that could go for... Well, if it were higher res, then definitely I think I could have sold that for something. But I think that by itself, it's not enough. So... Anyway, sorry, I'm just in the middle of muling. I found a lot of shit, like, I'm basically going to be muling a lot, it looks like, unless they close down the event pretty soon. But yeah, trying to collect those items, right? I really need to start selling my, like, I have so much shit on my mules, I need to really start cracking down on those mules and, you know, selling all the shit that I've been collecting, just because this is... Sell it into, like, P Amethyst. I think that would be good. I gotta reopen up that P Amethyst shop. That might be a good approach, because it's getting ridiculous. I put up a post on the Reddit asking people for their Rals and P Amethyst, and no one's selling anymore. It's kind of ridiculous. Or some people are selling. Like, I saw, like, 1 or 2 people selling. Like, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, that's... We need more sellers for Rals and P Amethyst, it looks like. I've been collecting some myself at this point, because I'm that desperate. I'm not normally one to like collecting, you know, Rals and P Amethyst, but I started to realize, like, okay, well, at this point, the only way I can get my hands on them at this point is if I start fucking collecting them myself, because it's getting ridiculous. But anyway. You're welcome, though, Gosson. Jesse, did you catch my explanation from earlier? Maybe that should give you some insight into a way to, you know, get your... I forgot to transfer this Ral. Whatever, not a big deal. Let's play your jungle density and the hall's density with cows. Oh, that's a good question. Let's actually go take a look. Flare jungle density. Well, here. Let me get rid of my pulp first. This is something that belongs on my bow barb. Alright. So anyway, yeah, I haven't forgotten your question. You had been asking earlier about you had been asking me... Yeah, you were asking about how to get 125 FCR with Poison Necro. Well, it's actually not that hard. I'll go over all the possibilities there in a second, but first I'm going to start hunting down Flare Jungle. I'm going to ignore the chest because fuck, okay. Wait, what the fuck? Why? What? Is the event over? Is the event over? No, don't tell me the event over. I just got on. No. No, no, please, please, please. No, 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 no. What the hell? Why are there cows here but no cows in Flare Jungle? That's so fucking weird. Okay, so there's cows here. There's also cows here. Okay. Oh, there you go. Now there's cows. All right, that's weird. I don't know why some of the monsters or some of the cows and others are not. And apparently there's dropped a rare of some kind. Oh, a jewel, rare jewel. Oh, that's cool. You know, honestly, as far as like mob density is concerned, I feel like a place which would have higher mob density than this is oh fuck. Oh man, that would have been bad. If they all hit me at the same time, I would have died. Like, this is the thing. These cows are fucking dangerous, though. Kind of wish I'd leveled before I started today. That would have been great. But yeah, overall, this is kind of what we're getting for Flare Jungle, which I think is disappointing, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, it is relatively disappointing mob density. Let's try Worldstone. Maybe slightly better results here. And yeah, definitely we can see. I think, you know what? I think I've been farming in the wrong place. I'm actually gonna start farming Worldstone because this is like, look at this. This is way better mob density. Oh shit. Yeah, this is definitely way better mob density, and everything's confined too. The whole reason I don't farm here in the first place is that I have souls, which I'm actually terrified of, but and of course Chaos has Bowbarb is necessary. Oh fuck yes, yeah, dude. If I didn't have my Bowbarb, like this would be like almost impossible to do for sure. Like this isn't even. But this is good, yo. Thanks for bringing it up. Like trying out to farm these other places. Might as well take advantage of the event while it lasts, right? Or take advantage of these cows and whatnot. It was great, honestly. Kind of wish they'd also do this for Christmas. That'd be amazing, but eh, guess I can't complain. So regarding WSK is pretty nice. Let's try one other place that I know of that's really dense on mobs, and it's called the Halls of Pain. And honestly, I prefer Worldstone more. If we look at the layout of both, like this is just my line of reasoning here. Like they have relatively even mob density, but the big difference is that Worldstone Keep is a lot more open and has far fewer corners. Like if I throw a Poison Nova, like you know. A lot of it dissipates when it hits the wall, but then in Worldstone Keep, the halls are a lot more wide. So because they're a lot more wide, there's a lot more room to actually hit stuff with Poison Nova. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna start farming Worldstone for today. That's probably really good. Like, I thought Chaos Sanctuary was the way to go, but evidently this is definitely gonna be. I'd say Worldstone is probably a better choice for this evening. Hey, look at that! Already we got a Tal Mask. I'll hold on to that and then throw that over to my mule. There's so much shit that's dropping, like I can't even hold on to all of it. Okay, that was some huge lag right there. Anyway, Reiji. Okay, now I'll actually answer your question. I've really been putting it off. You were asking about how to reach 125 FCR on a Necro, and honestly, dude, it's actually really easy to hit 125 FCR in Necro. So let me give you the best case scenario, right? If you want max MF possible, or not max MF, max FCR, and assuming you're not going to use a Whiz Spike, of course, then this is how it's going to be. Okay. Yeah, I'll answer your question in a second, Gaussen, but I'm gonna start off by talking about Gaussen or Reiji's. You're obviously gonna use Tranglove, so that's an easy 20 FCR right there. River Flamethrowers and Hellforge look good too, but definitely I think this Worldstone, like it's so open. Like this is actually perfect. Like this is a total massacre for these. This is a total Necro massacre right here. Like this is a Necro's dream. Cows and fucking Worldstone, where the monsters are grouped up like this. Yeah, easily. As I was saying though, As I was saying regarding these, yeah, so your gloves are going to be 25, like, you know, Trang gloves. There's no question about that. You're not subbing out for anything. Maybe Mage Fists. But the assumption is if you're using a fucking Poison Necro, you're going to use Trang gloves. Like, 25% poison skill damage is huge. Then you got boots. Your boots can be anything. Those are the two that you know, are either gimmies or you don't really give a shit about. Your belt is going to be an Arachnids. Your belt is going to be an Arachnids, so that's 45 FCR. Ring is going to be 55, or, well, 10 FCR by itself, something like this. Necro's Dream WSK, no, for sure. So 2 rings, 10 FCR each, so 20 here on the gloves, 0 on the boots, so still 20. 20 on the Arachnid Sash, making 40. 10 from a ring, that's 50. 10 again from a ring, that's 60. 20 FCR, of course, on your Ami, so that makes 80 FCR. And then things get really interesting. You've got your circlet. You can get a 20 FCR circlet, of course. I don't remember if 10 FCR is possible on circlets, but definitely I see 20 FCR is a lot more. Yeah, so yeah, those are basically, yeah. I think that adds up to 20, or yeah, 20, 30, 40, 60, 80 off of the helmet, 100 off of the Ami. Trang Wing. Okay, so your shield would be a spirit in best case scenario if we're talking FCR alone, so that makes 135. And then your armor should be a Viper Magi. That would be 165, I think. And then your weapon would be a Hodo, which makes 205, right? So there you go. 205 is your is basically like your best case scenario if you are a Necro. But we are going to make a couple of assumptions here, which is why it's not quite as simple as just saying straight up 205 FCR. You're presumably going to, if you're using a Necro, you're going Enigma. Maybe a Bramble, but probably an Enigma if you can afford it. Like, some people actually prefer Trangs, and it's just like, or sorry, some people actually prefer, some people actually prefer Bramble, which I think is just ridiculous personally. So yeah, no, fuck Bramble. Like, it's useful, yeah, but not not more useful than Enigma. So you're subtracting 30 FCR off your 205. That goes down to 175, right? Then your weapon. Your weapon, the assumption here is that you're going to be switching out your D-Web. Sorry, you're going to switch out your Hodo for a D-Web because you want that plus enemy poison res. So there you go. That puts you from 175 to 125, and I think that's probably, or 135 actually, because my math is kind of shit. Yeah, pretty shit. So 205. Then you remove the Viper Magi, goes 175, and then finally you remove the Hodo that puts you to 135 with the D-Web. And then yeah, you can sub one of your rings out. So that's probably your best case scenario, I'd say, if you're trying to go for 125. But obviously, what that means is, well, no, yeah, that's basically it. I can't think of a more cookie cutter build than that. One SOJ, one FCR ring, D-Web, Trang gloves, any boots, a Rack Sash, Enigma, and of course a 220 on both the Circlet and the Ami. That's presumably the best case scenario. Sorry, like, oh no, dude, like, I mean, you didn't know I was streaming. Like, I just started it very spontaneously, so. Oh, fucking finds are huge tonight, though. But nice find, Bird. I don't know if you're still here and can hear me, but yeah, that's awesome. You want Enigma D-Web. D-Web Enigma. I was trying to use Trangs, sadly it's not possible. Poison Sacrifices for 125 FCR. Okay, that's fair. No, I mean, honestly, like, this is what I've been trying to figure out. Like, the cookie cutter build is 125 FCR on a Poison Necro, but personally, I'm taking your stream spot. There he is. I was looking for you, funny enough. I don't know if you can hear me. I'd like to think you can hear me. There we go, got the full crew here. So, probably in about a half hour, when I actually take advantage of this, after I'm done taking advantage of the cow event that's going on right now, then we're gonna actually go do some crafting, because I have a bunch of shit saved up. I don't actually have enough rals though. I think I turned some people down on the rals, and I didn't realize. I thought this entire time that it would be easier to find rals than amethysts. Oh, there's a ral, funny enough. But honestly, I'm actually getting more rals than I am p-amethysts, which is pretty ridiculous, I'd say. Or sorry, more p-amethysts than rals. Like, yeah, it's true that I have to find 3 flawless in order to make it into 1 p-amethyst. But like, even then, it's still ridiculous. Just how many yeah, like flawless amethysts I come across versus rals. Amulet, nice. That'd be something useful. Nope, of course not. It's hard to find a good Amian circlet for 20 FCR. Yeah, dude, no kidding. No, definitely that's going to be one of your biggest challenges. If you're trying to go for like a 220 Ami, like, yeah, that's really dreaming. Although you could, if you wanted to be a bit more generous, you could say like, it could be a 2 PNB 10 FCR, and then you could sub out one of your rings. It doesn't need to be 2 SOJs, because fuck knows that 2 SOJs probably ain't going to happen anyway if you're, yeah. Oh, grand turn. Why are there cows in Willstone Keep? Seth, it's the April Fool's event. It's pretty silly, but it's a lot of fun. Oh, Tiara, nice. Okay, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's hard to find good Amian circlet. Yeah, so, yeah, definitely getting a 220 on single player is going to be a bitch to do. The easiest way I can come up with to get a 20 FCR circlet, actually, I got nothing for you. Like, here I just traded for it, after, like, imbuing, like, 30 times and trying to re-roll my shit, like, 30 times, but I haven't found any. I didn't even find any, like, PNB hats with 20 FCR. Even that in itself was a bit of a rarity. Oh, sorry, Cawson. I'd forgotten about your question, actually. What's your stats on the infinite storage? Personally, I don't... that's a good question. I actually like the games, like, how Slash has done it. Like, they just left it as, they kept it close to the original, basically. The two things that they've changed is that you can, like, for the most part, like, not counting this, you know, everything turned into a fucking cow shit, but, the two things that they changed, like, the two differences between BNet and Slash, the two big differences, is that the drop rates have improved, or the drop rates are much easier, and you're allowed to map hack and multi-box, right? But the idea of shared stash base, it would make your life a lot easier, but personally, I don't think that... I don't know. I like them... I would prefer them to actually keep it as close to the original game style of doing things as possible. I feel like the multi-boxing and map hack, or the multi-boxing, I'd say, was, dare I say, a necessity. Or not a necessity, but it makes things more interesting. The drop rates, or changing the drop rates was very, you know, they're not really changing the gameplay per se. I don't know. But I don't have a good reason when I think about it. I actually don't have a good reason, but I do, while I do think that it would be kind of cool, I do prefer the way it is right now, keeping it close to the original game. That's my take on it. More inconvenient, but it's kind of reminiscent of how the BNet days used to be, right? That's my way of seeing it, at least. So yeah, that's, I guess, my take on it. So yeah, Seth, as I said, there's cows in WSK because, well, it's April Fool's. And this is their April Fool's event. Muling is kind of stupid. I agree. No, definitely. Muling is kind of stupid. Although, if I'm being completely honest, It makes me feel like a champ when I like move all of the when I move all of the character. Oh wait, why am I going here? I'm not supposed to be going here. I'm supposed to be going to Worldstone. It makes me feel like a champ when I actually move all of my jewels onto a mule, and of course, it also makes it easier to. Okay, I'm just gonna hop over. It also makes it a bit easier, like muling, to actually see the things on the mule. You know what I mean? This is probably one of my only valid arguments, I'd say. How would Armory work if you actually had shared storage space? So you just sift through some guys like 30 storage pages for their stash. Like, how would that work exactly? But yeah, at least here, if you do, okay, there we go. If you actually do get, like, if you actually do mule, then you can actually like set a specific character to do the muling. So like in my case, if I wanted people to like buy my crafts and shit, I'd just make a mule called D2 Crafts, and people can actually just go and buy them. The shit that the crafting, the jewels that I make, or the crafted animals that I make. See, 5 bail runs today, didn't find anything. Wow. So hopefully that answers your question. Mob density here is so massive though. Like, I wonder how many cows I'm fucking killing. Found a pole I think on run 2, but still nothing too big after that aside. Yeah, like this is a Necro's dream. Like this is the dream layout. Like Chaos Sanctuary is really good for me, I'd say. The only problem with Chaos Sanctuary is and well, Secret Cow level, I guess, ironically, but the problem with Chaos Sanctuary is that there's those corners too. Like it has corners, which is hard to get around, I'd say. I don't know how many high runs I passed by not mobbing WSK to 2 to 3. Oh. That's what Duray's saying. T-Comb, 1 pal, 10 FCR. Oh man. That's actually, those are some pretty sad rolls. It's K-Cows for the win. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, this is the thing I'm kind of curious about, and because like, yeah, a lot of people have, or not a lot of people, but I mean, Dan's been bugging about me about this for a long time. He insists that like you must have 100 or 125 FCR, and I was running the math behind it, and like, if I have my 75 FCR build with 3-piece Trangs, I can actually kill Chaos, I can kill even the Venom Lords in Chaos Sanctuary with 1 Poison Nova without having to low res them. I don't know. For me, I feel like that's that might be a good enough reason to warrant not getting 125 FCR. The other reason, of course, is that I lag like shit. Well, I shouldn't say lag like shit, but definitely the lag is there, but yeah, I don't know. This is one of the things I want to figure out myself, the 75 FCR versus 125 FCR. But yeah, no, definitely one of the things I hate about being in Chaos Sanctuary is that if I Nova and I'm like in a tight corner, like if I'm like right here, then my Nova only, well, I guess here is not so bad, but sometimes like if I want to hit the monsters that are way out there, I actually can't do it, so. This ladder reset, oh, already took place. Ooh, Corona. That's cool. 20 faster one walk. Fire res 11%. Maybe I'll hold on to that one. So I am actually getting some XP, so that's really good. Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure what to say regarding. I don't know. Oh, hey, Reject, how's it going? Yeah, it's just new blood, but I do like that damage. I really like that damage. Everyone and their mother says that 25 or 125 FCR is the way to go. I will see if I can get the 75 FCR build to work the way I want it to. Built a poison Nova Necro on Path of Diablo. Okay, that's cool. How did that go for you? There we go. Full Trangs and D-Web work good for me at the moment. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, I don't know if they. I'm guessing they didn't touch the breakpoints for a poison necro on that though. 1 max, 13 attack rating, 15 to life. That's maybe some people want that. Who knows? Oh, I should really stop going back to my stash to drop off every little thing. I'm gonna stop doing that. Not used to farming this area with so many cows, you know. Such a silly event. What's my D-Web stats? It's a 1 in 47. I mean, to be honest, like... yeah, no, this 1 in 47 is pretty nice, I'd say. It could definitely be better, though, if I got like a 2 in 47. If it was like 1 in 49, or last season I rolled a I got my own D-Web 1 in 50. That was really good. But definitely there's much to be done with fuck, that cow's still alive. Let me actually contact this guy. Is he still on? Mine's 2 in 45. Oh, that's very nice. Very, very nice. I mean, there's so many upgrades in my gear that I still need. Like, not like a fuck ton of them, but still, like, a fair number. The D-Web that I'm using right now is like a 1 in 47. I could definitely use an upgrade to 2 skills at the very least. What else can I upgrade? My Necro Torch should probably be like a 20 res at least, I'd say. Those would be good. Comfortably one Poison Nova on H cows kills all. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm trying to go for, right? Like, I want to be able to just walk in, Nova, walk out. Or, well, teleport in, Nova, all out. Okay. Yeah. Oops, I'm an idiot. I slash chatted instead of actually... I did //C instead of actually whispering it to him. How many skillers am I using? I'm using 5, I believe. I'm using 5 skillers. Yeah, 5 skillers and 1 Geats. That's as much as I can really fit, given what I'm really trying to gun for here. That was a lot of small charms, honestly. Okay, next one. Actually, there's something I'm curious about before I move on to the next game. So this was my attempt at clearing Worldstone Keep. Was that a full clear of Worldstone Keep? Oh, like 3.5 minutes. Oh, nope, never mind. There, I left a pack, but that's okay. I think I can get by without killing the guys. Oh, dude, I've tried Bramble. I've tried Bramble. Last season, I think was. Oh, hey, I missed this one. And it's a piece of shit. Wouldn't that'd have been great if it were like a light lifer with skiller. But anyway, you know, regarding the Bramble that you're talking about, like, I don't know, like, I would not trade an Enigma for a Bramble. Is just the gist of it. Like, Enigma is king, I would say, for MFing with this Poison Necro. Like, Bramble, yeah, it adds a fuck ton of damage, but I need to be able to, you know, waltz in, like, Nova, and then teleport out, like Enigma's core. It would be nice if I could get the damage off of Bramble from somewhere else, but unfortunately, that's not really a thing. Having a way of teleporting without Bramble, like, yeah, there's Ondul's, or sorry, there's Nadge's staff, but it's not. I suppose on Slash Pod doesn't have teleport Enigma. Yeah, exactly. There's a very big difference there. Like, I know that in Pod, Necro has, I think it was Convocate. Was that the name of the skill? So they have actually their own inbuilt teleport. Give or take some subtleties, of course. Like, there's like a cooldown or some shit, and they've replaced like Enigma with whatever, some other warp or whatever it's called. But But obviously, I think we can both agree that, like, yeah, Enigma, there's, with it having teleport, like, I can't really find a way to sub that out. The only other way to get teleport is to use Nagistaff, and, I mean, that's, like, that means I have to sack D-Web, which I'm obviously not, well, yeah, it's just not a good idea. And a Corrupt Trangs for max sockets and then slam Poison Facets in it. Yeah, no, I know that that's a thing in Path of Diablo. Just go stuff those, just go corrupt your shit, and then, you know, you can make, like, super GG items off of that, but yeah, in my case, I can't do this corrupting, so I have to find other means to improve my damage. You know, I have, like, back when I was first, I think the first few days of this season, I was really spending a lot of time thinking about how to make a lot of shit. Ooh, I'm not gonna keep that one. That's why I'm trying to find lots of ways to make shit work. Like, when I say, like, make shit work, I meant I really wanted to get, like, max damage. And even now, I was really running the calculations. I want to see what it's like to have a, like, I was running the calculations, and right now, like, yeah, my Poison Nova can almost kill Venom Lords consistently, but pretty soon, if I can get all of the gear that I'm looking for, aka, like, 3-piece Trangs with Enigma, what was that that just dropped? Ralrin, okay, that's perfect, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, okay. I can get 3-piece Trangs, with, you know, a 3 PNB circlet with 2 sockets, I could stuff it with, like, 2 5/5s. Then that would be crazy. Like, my Novas would still be able to kill the Venom, assuming players won, of course. That's the big assumption there. And that is definitely what I'm gunning for. I want to have, like, Nova kill everything, like, without having to spam Nova res. Okay. Here we go. That's just my take on it. Maybe you're doing only held cows, you don't need teleport, but yeah, I guess your point, Telly, too nice to give it. Yeah, no, definitely. But that's if I'm farming cows, and that's the thing. I usually don't farm cows. I'm farming cows right now because, well, I mean, Slash has this event going on where every monster is a fucking cow. Like, okay, fine, fair enough, right? But Cow Day's the best. Yep. No, that's the thing. I'm not farming just cows. That's the main issue. Like, if I were just in cow level, then yeah, what you're saying makes total sense. But right now, my main focus is usually on chaos. Like, I'm obsessed with Chaos Sanctuary because for me, Chaos Sanctuary always pays out. That's my usual go-to line, right? When I'm farming. Obviously, it's not the same for everybody. Some people will talk about RNG, you know, differing from person to person, blah blah blah. I found, or some guy's gonna say, oh yeah, I found like Jaw and some other shit in cows like day 3 within like 30 runs or whatever the fuck. But or in probably in your case, like, oh, in pod cows is amazing. Or, I don't know, frick. But that's just the gist of it. No, that's really just the gist of it. This. Hold on a second. There we go. Just trying to get teleport to work. So you can actually farm cows properly. Cows in Chaos are amazing in pod. Yeah, I prefer Chaos though, says Reject. Yeah, no, definitely. Hey, what the hell am I doing here? Why am I in Halls of Pain? Oops, I meant to go to Worldstone. I just started AFK farming and didn't even realize that I'm in the wrong spot. Yeah, no, definitely. What makes you prefer Chaos, if you don't mind me asking? This is the thing, right? Like, I think that, like, I prefer Chaos, of course, miles over cows, but I don't know. I have my own reasons for that. Like, by my understanding, cows have a really high chance to drop the high runes, but I'm always gunning for, like, orange boxes. Orange boxes meaning, like, you know, Griffin's Eye Diadem, D-Web, shit like that. And to be honest, you should clear the sides of the throne. They're usually packed. Actually, that's a good idea. Here, let me give that a go after this. After I finish farming all these guys. I like having Diablo and super uniques to kill. Yeah, I don't know. What? I think that's another thing too. I don't know if this is what you're trying to say, but like, for me, one of the reasons I hate cows is because it's boring as shit. Like, they, there's no real dynamic gameplay. Like, yeah, you could argue the Chaos Sanctuary is the same shit. You gotta pop all 3 seals and repeat or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like you actually do more. You actually do at least some semi-different things in Chaos Sanctuary, whereas in cows, you're just, you know, they're all melee, so that you can always expect them to come right at you. And if you've built yourself reasonably well, then you won't die, as long as you're careful. But anyway. Yeah, Diablo for sure. I see why people like killing Diablo, but one of my main concerns with Diablo is he doesn't drop any of like the big items, right? He doesn't drop I don't think he, at least I don't think he does. I know he doesn't drop Gryphs, I think it was. And dropping any of the other items like D-Web, Death's Fathom, I don't know if he drops those. I don't think he does either. I know that the side bombs don't drop those, but anyway. Oh, hey, 100 PDSC. That's pretty good. Yeah, so pretty much that. Cows are very meh. Yeah, they're a bit boring to farm is my main argument for why I wouldn't want to do them, but they pay out well though. At least for a lot of other people. The other thing for me is that RNG doesn't treat me well when I farm cows. Like, I usually get jack shit. And that happens. For other people, some people have farmed way more cows than I have. I heard one guy claim that he ran like 500 cows, 2 to 3 minutes. Didn't find a single purple box, or he found like 1 ohm, and that was it. So that's pretty crazy, but that happens. And for me, I'd say that Chaos Sanctuary, I had dry runs of like 200 to 225 runs, where I didn't get a single purple box. But like, if you guys look at the drop table below, like that's the worst that it gets, right? That's the gap between, I think it was the Sur rune on run 104 to the Burr rune on run 322. That was like a 218 run gap, but like Burr Sur in the first 105 runs is pretty crazy. Focus 1 or 2, yeah, I struggle with focusing 20 cow runs because I hate fetching level. Yeah, thank you. That's another fucking problem with that cow level shit. You gotta actually go and grab the word slag or whatever, which is a pain in the ass. And I don't know, I don't like it. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna take a short break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes, hopefully to go farm some more cows. Okay, sorry. Here we go. I'm gonna do some more runs here. Zombies. Now, why would you think that, Seth? Yeah. So, I'm gonna go farm Worldstone. Big mob density. And I'm sorry, I had actually forgotten this, what Reiji you were saying. You pointed out that, yeah, maybe I should go farm the sides, because, yeah, those are probably gonna be packed, which is a good observation. So I'm gonna go through the 3 levels of Worldstone. And then I'm gonna go push. Yeah, I'm gonna farm the 3 levels of Worldstone, and then after that, I'm just gonna go straight for 2 levels of Worldstone. Then I'm gonna go for the goods. Let's go. Oh no, no, no! I gotta back out now, dude. That's some bullshit right there. I fucking. The bow didn't actually go off. Like, I saw the effect. Okay, so the shout went off and the battle commands went off, but I didn't actually get the bonus for my health. So that kind of sucks. Okay, let's try that again. I now actually have my health. And I don't know why this shit... Okay, no, shit's on. I just wasn't paying attention to it. But yeah, I was wondering, like, why am I losing health so fast? Like, I know they hit hard, but I shouldn't be at half life already, given that I'm lucky that there wasn't, like, a mighted pack there, or, like, a cursed pack or whatever. That would have been really bad. Really close to leveling, too. I want to hit level 95 by the end of tonight, at the very least. And actually, come to think of it, it seems like the cows are still here, despite being midnight Eastern time. Okay. There we go. What the? Oh, this is a problem. Sometimes my Nova doesn't go off. That's another issue with me actually getting... Oh, that is a lot of fucking cows. Just get one, and then this should allow me to blow up the others easily. There you go. Here I used to think that getting a Fireball Sorceress for farming cows would be much faster. Or not much faster. Faster than this, but it's the same amount of damage Corpse Explosion does in Players 1. Coronit. Rare Coronit. It's pretty good. I'm telling you, one of these days it'll be a Diadem. Okay, plus 2 Assassin skills. I have plenty of those, so I'd keep it. Maybe somebody could have used it, but anyway. Nope. I believe there's only one Pub Chanter I'm aware of. Okay. Well, there's unique packs here. I think that farming this area is good because there's unique packs. I know exactly where to find them. But yeah, no, that's basically it. Oh wow, that's actually really good. Maybe I should just focus on farming the unique packs in the in this area. Perhaps I'm being a bit greedy, but a little bit disappointed that nothing is farmed quite yet, or no purple boxes or anything. Cow Massacre is great. Just nuking up some cows. Really glad I don't have to go for the stupid word slag either. That's probably the most annoying part of a cow run, all things considered. So basically go in, farm cows, clear cows, and then get in the next game. And hopefully this time I don't have to rebow myself, because it doesn't work the first time. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Why am I still here? So, actually, Enjoy It is on. Or Maverick is on. Just checking up on him, seeing if he's, okay. Okay, I just realized that my bow didn't work again. BSK is a sweet change of pace. I kind of agree, yeah. I mean, at least given that it's cows. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, well, anyway. I'd totally forgotten that you can totally add friends, or friends see. Like, if you add somebody to your friends list, they can actually see it on Slash. Bow again, yeah, thanks. I know that it's because of the delay, you didn't see. Or, well, because of the delay, we weren't able to inform you until after, but yeah, I should really start paying attention to that. It's getting a bit frustrating, this, it doesn't actually work the first time. But anyway. Oh. So, is it everybody who logs on that will actually announce the, I suppose it will be. I'm actually going to try and refill my books here. Probably not going to stream for like super long, by the way. I just wanted to get that out there. I know you say this a fair bit, but I wanted to... I mean, my two big reasons for playing was to get a bit of game time into these cows. And... yeah, just to get a big game time into these cows, for the most part. And then after that I want to do some crafting. And then I was also supposed to buy the craft packs from G, but I think somebody had already bought them off of. Like, crafting packs are going pretty hot. We're pretty hot right now. People are really looking for those crafts. I'm trying to get those, like, really good items. And so far, I haven't seen anybody else selling crafted ammies or selling any... Like, now that I think about it, I feel like I was one of the first people to actually sell a crafted amulet this season, or sell crafted amulets. Like, I had that Dex ammy. Other people had, like... oh, wow. That actually hurt. I had two crafted ammies, which were like 210s for Pally. So there was that. Maybe I can actually heal myself off of this mob of monsters. There we go. Ooh, it's a Fanat pack. Good thing I didn't just teleport it. That's really scary. That's, of course, one of the big issues with this area, or farming cows. Their odds of actually getting the shit out of them. Oh, what the? Whoops. That was an accident. I did not mean to do that. Oopsies. I guess I'll never know what those monsters dropped. That was an unintentional chicken. Like, I don't know why I hit the escape button there. That was weird. But anyway. Oh. Maybe it's because I actually walk in through the waypoint instead of taking the TP. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I think I was one of the first people who was selling crafted ammies. I haven't really seen too many other crafted ammies, I'd say. There was that 2 PNB 16 FCR one that Boo bought. That was pretty cool, I'd say. But otherwise, aside from those two crafted ammies, I could be totally way off, but I don't recall seeing very many other people trying to craft. At least not yet. I'm gonna move off the waypoint for the bow to work. Yeah, no, I know that. It's just, I maybe mistake myself for, like, normally what I do is, I don't know if you see, but I move my bow barb a little bit off the waypoint and then I pop the town portal so that when my Necro comes in, obviously when I bow him, it won't do that stupid bug. Actually, these are both reasonably useful charms. I'll keep them. But anyway, yeah, that's why I do that. Hey, by the way, Deadlock. But yeah, no, like if I have my bow barb, like he makes the next game and then he runs a little bit south of the waypoint and then I bring my Necro in so that stupid bug doesn't actually occur. One RAL cost. RAL doesn't cost like a lot by itself, but Seth, can you still hear me? Let me just ask that. If not, then I'll actually bottom the game. But If you collect Rals in bulk, like people will buy it off of you. At least I'll buy it off of you. Like fuck. I think what's my going rate right now? Oh wow, my Trangling is almost destroyed. Well, not destroyed, but out of durability. Let's see. I can actually buy 11 at like Ist, I think. Yeah, 11 Rals at Ist, 22 at Gull, 44 at Vex, and 88 at Ohm, I think was the rate that I set up. Only listening, not watching too many cows to kill. No, I feel you. Yeah, no, that's totally fine, of course. May your cow farming go quite well, too. I can hear you. Okay, good. Well, yeah, there's your explanation. If you farm 11 Rals, I can totally pay for it. Like, that's fine with me. If you want to, like, farm, if that's how you want to do your farming. Yeah, definitely. I'd be more than willing to pay if you... Oh, and by the way, this applies to Piamis as well. If you can give me, like, a combination of, I don't know, let's say 50 Piamethyst and, like, 30 Rals, or 38 Rals, I guess, I'd pay an Ohm for it. I'm looking for 1 Ral to repair my 4. Oh, well, why don't you say so? I have a Ral. I thought you were asking because, like, you were looking to, like, farm or shit. Just get in my game here. 5-5, I think it is. I mean, 1 dropped off of those mobs, so yeah. Game number 5, or game name 5, password is 5, and I put it on like next to the stash, so you can just go collect that. Okay, really, I don't know where my merc's going. Burr Vex Vex, wow, that's fucking crazy, dude. How long have you been playing for? Like, I mean, today. Because I just started not too long ago, so I'm just curious to see if I should come in with expectations or what. Repair is with Ort not Ral. Yes, it is, but only for weapons. For armors, you use a Ral. Yeah, a little subtlety there. Pretty interesting subtlety, actually, because I'm sure you're familiar with me hoarding Orts for the first few days of ladder because I try to build my... or I try to repair my Nagistaff staff and shit. Yeah, Orts there. No problem, dude. 3 hours of cow killing. Now, thinking to myself whether or not I want to pump down, dude, I'm fine. You don't need to pay me for a Ral. No, I'm fine. You know what? Later on, when you get... Let me know if you got Piamethyst. We can... I mean, actually, no, it doesn't even matter. Like, you've given me Piamethyst for free before, and you've even given me Rals for free. Like, whatever, fuck it. It's not important. I'm not gonna, you know... not gonna penny pinch you for an or anything. There's no need. Behind my Bursar of last year. Yeah, Bursar is always a thing, I feel. Or not always a thing, but I think Bursar is funny. There was that one season, the season where they weren't using No Drop Zero. Yeah, that was a season where I don't think I got a Burr, or maybe I did get a Burr. I think I did actually get a Burr that season, now that I think about it. But anyway. I feel like where a Sir falls, a Burr isn't too far behind to drop a lot of the time. If you take a look at my drops table there, Burr, Sir, on 89 and 104. They seem to like coming in packs for whatever reason. And at this point, I think, the free with attacks of Ral. I don't know what you're talking about. It's okay. You don't need to pay me back for that. It's fine. But anyway, yeah. So let's go get my Junk Jewels mule. I'm gonna do muling for Junk Jewels one last time, and hopefully after that I won't have to do this anymore. Yeah, I've really been farming up those JJ. Honestly, I should probably make 2 Junk Jewel mules. Just because, like... Oh yeah, I've filled up my current mule filled with Junk Jewels, so... I think I'm lazy. Here's what I'll do. I'll go farm another cube. See if this works. Come on. Ah, damn, I guess it doesn't work like that. Okay, well, let's try going to... I apparently haven't gotten the Halls of the Dead waypoint either. Not like that interesting. That takes me to Far Oasis, so I'm actually gonna go backwards. Yep, gonna get my hands on that waypoint. Alright, there we go. And I think... Whoa, what the hell? Even cows are here on Halls 2. It's pretty funny. Imagine if, it'd be funny if you could actually see those cows just show up. If like you're like a low level and you see that cow thingamajig show up, that'd be... It's always... Go for it. You know what? Should I join in on this purple box race? It's kind of tempting to join in on this purple box race, but... Alright, just gonna pick up this cube here.
I can't carry anymore.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Nice. I got a mule full of junk jewels with a little bit extra. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to Luke Lane, and then I'm gonna actually grab that cube. Like 6 burr and jaws found it 2 hours earlier. Wow, it's crazy. Kind of wish I could have that kind of luck, but alas, I farmed a fair number of cows, and I have very little to show for it. Although Necros must be having a field day now that I think about it. Like, there's probably a lot of people who are farming with Necros right now who are just like, yeah, this is kind of a dream. Yeah, I can definitely... "70 full clears of river plus chaos, no purple." Actually, you know... Okay. I'm gonna do some crafting. At this point. I, once again, am looking for that Necrami, and I think you guys are here, so might as well get started on that. So, let's give it a go. Drop rate is very close to vanilla P8. Yeah, basically. And I'm actually out of space on this mule. What should I do? Let's get rid of these. Yep. Acrobatic Grand Charm, Fine Small Charm of Sustenance. Yeah, I really need to start chucking out the shit from this mule. There's just way too many. Trainers, Mentalists. I think I'll make a new mule to Skiller shop. And it'll be all like the crappy skillers I've been collecting, I guess. Yep. There we go. And then we have all these Ral's Tal's masks. Right, I found a Tal's mask. I'm gonna throw that out too. Or not throw it out, but I'll hoard it for the time being. Do I even have any space left? Oh, yes, I do. Oh, this is perfect. I have just a 2x2 slot. And I got a bunch of Rals. Okay, this is perfect. Back to basics. It's time for me to do some. Crafting. Let's make use of what I've got, and hopefully, at least this evening, I can get my 250. Although, knowing my luck, it's probably just not going to happen. So, best of luck to me. I'm gonna get 8 amulets to start.
Good to see you again.
And fortunately I have a fair bit of gold at this point, so I don't need to trade out an Honestly, I have a fair number of now that I broke one of my ohms. Like the last big rune I found was a Zod, so it's just a question of finding splitting up into lower runes so I can actually buy. Yeah, I split up my rune. Like I split up my runes so that I could actually go and buy those crafting packs, because it was one of the big reasons, one of the big problems hindering me from getting those crafting packs was that I didn't have runes that were low enough to actually buy them from people. So that was always awkward. But anyway, actually, there's these 2 jewels right here. I'll make use of them while they're just sitting around. And there we go. Just gonna start throwing these in here. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so how many... I guess I have a fair number of rals at this point. I just don't know... Where have I been putting my rals? That's what I'm curious about. Whatever, not a big deal. Here we go. Let's get started on these crafting packs. Not crafting packs. Like I only managed to get my hands on like 1 set, so I guess you could call it like 1 set of crafting packs. But yeah, this is basically what I've got right now. This is what I managed to farm. Or not really farm, but I bought all these Amethysts, and I was trying to buy the other rals, but evidently they're not showing up. It's getting tempted to start paying a premium for crafting packs just because like other people are buying them at a much higher price. And I'd rather get a hold of the crafting packs while I still can, while people are still farming them. Because I know that, yeah, like, if any 2 and 15 rolls out, I am not going to be able to outbid people. Like, I'm competing against people who are much richer than I am, like, much, much richer. Or Necros who are much, much richer than I am. Yeah, so, a lot of stuff to think about there. See, already we can see, like, in the chat, somebody's... Den Wei, he's been looking for a D-Web, but... once he gets his hands on that, he'll probably end up being richer than me in no time. So yeah, this is what I've got so far. I've got 7 ammus that I'm gonna craft in this run, and then hopefully after that we can go craft some more. So. That's I want to say a decent start. Come on, this ammu has FCR, so maybe... oh, no, rip. Monopolize the market, D2D2. Do it! Well, I actually kind of would, but... the problem is that no one's, like, selling the crafting packs altogether. You know, honestly, this is actually kind of like a dream ammu. It's got all the stats that you'd want to have, except maybe strength. But it's just... it just doesn't have the right, like, if it needs to be 2 Zon skills, it needs to have more FCR than that. That's some bullshit right there. Oh, man. Oh, this kind of sucks. We're in for a long, long night, that's for sure. And actually, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm keeping these here. I need to move them to the side so I can actually farm some more crafting packs. Alright, another set of runs, or another set of crafted ammus. Let's go. Did you consider that walking around and use the find item bar after every chaos run is a waste of time? Yes, yes, exactly what Reiji just said. Yeah, if you could, like, find item an entire pack of monsters, then yeah, that's fine, but as Reiji pointed out, like, especially considering no drop 0 is a thing, dude. Like, it's really, like, this is the thing, right? If it were, let's say, if you were on BNet, and the no drop rate on BNet is like 40% or some shit like that, then by using find item, you're effectively re-rolling the body a second time. But here on Slash, it uses the rate that it uses the same like find probability or item finding probability as the as what the skill says. So like it doesn't take advantage of the no drop zero, basically. You're actually better off just killing more monsters, because they're guaranteed to drop something, whereas with find item they're not, right? If it were BNet, then yeah, like, it's effectively killing a monster a second time. Here it's not killing a monster a second time. It's a chance to kill a monster a second time, basically, if that makes sense. And apparently... Why didn't you guys tell me I was on the wrong screen? Bloody hell, like, this entire time I made all those crafts, and no one pointed out that I wasn't even actually showing the crafted ammies that I had you know, actually crafted and shit. Okay, so I think I'm down to my last 6 rals, which kind of sucks. Oh, anyway, Reiji, you said I should monopolize the market. It's honestly very tempting to do that. Like, oh, 2 PMV, 10 FCR. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good, but I don't need that, unfortunately. I need the 15s, and the only way to get that is by crafting. Anyway. It's okay. Yeah, I think okay is probably the best way to put it. It doesn't quite have what people are looking for. The big thing is the 15 FCR, of course. Yeah, it's got a little bit of everything. I'll give you a gull for it. Yeah, well. P1 is only like 30% drop rate, so 70% to no drop. I think it's actually higher than that, dude. I think it's actually like 42. They're killing cows and not watching. They're everywhere. Someone has to keep them alive. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I was showing this off and or trying to do the crafting, and I was thinking people might want to see it, and all of a sudden, nobody even pointed out that, yeah, I'm getting like that I've actually been showing the wrong screen. Which is fine. Shouldn't expect too much. Come on. If I move them all to the right side this time. Yeah. I do think that Ami is worth a fair bit more than Gull, to be honest, but whatever. I might talk at this point. Javazons are fun, but their MF sucks. Yep. Yes, they do. Although I guess you could fill up your stash with like 7 MFSCs and whatnot. Just for those who are remotely curious to see what the crafted ammies that have dropped, I'm just gonna show them off quickly. 1 sork skill levels. What the? That was weird. That was not the right ammy. 10 FCR, 1 shadow disciplines, 110 for sork. Yeah, basically these are all trash. Not even worth really talking about. There's like a +2 war cries, but like, whatever. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think. Unless I got my count wrong. Alright, and this is like the last set of... Actually, now that I think about it, I think I only have 6. If I'm not mistaken, I only have 6 rals remaining anyway, so I'm going to make use of the remaining 6 rals. This really sucks. No, not enough crafting mats. Honestly, it's really tempting to make the Monopoly, because I'm not going to be getting my hands on a 3 PNB anytime soon anyway, so the only thing I can do at this point is deck out my character by finishing off the Necro Torch. Like, because these are the big upgrades to my gear, Reiji. Or not the big upgrades, but these are the upgrades that I need, right? Because I'm going 3P strengths. I need a better Hellfire Torch. Okay, there we go. Well, player 1 no drop is 62%. I thought it was 38%. I thought it was 38%. So I remember just saying, okay, fuck it, I'm not going to remember the exact number, I'm just going to round it up to 38. But anyway, as I was saying, like... Oh shit, what was I saying now? Yeah, no, okay, so D-Web. I need a better D-Web. So 2 PNB, 47 plus FC, or 2 PNB with 47 or greater minus enemy poison res. We can get a slightly better torch. I could probably trade one out soon enough. That's not going to be hard to get once I fully deck out my gear, right? Yeah, 1815. Already I've got. That's good enough for now, but definitely getting an 1820 would round out the build. 2020, even better. but that's probably not going to happen. It's just too much effort for too little return. And of course, yeah, the Necro Ami and the Circlet are the two big ones. Like, yeah, this 220 is really good, or it's good enough, but definitely if I could get my hands on a 3 PNB, 20 FCR, 2 open sockets, that would be the game ender. And then finally, like, this Maraz needs to be subbed out for that 215. And honestly, of all the items that I need right now, the Necro Torch upgrade is probably the easiest to get, but the least important by far. The Ami would give me, it gives me the 75 FCR breakpoint, and then the D-Web and the 3 PNB would give me more damage. So overall, that's kind of what we're working with right now. Back, I told me to go to bed, so I'm watching here. I said, no, nothing in particular. I'm just crafting enemies, and I've gotten nothing but garbage. So it's basically the usual. That makes sense. Probably gonna farm a couple more, or just do this last batch. What am I missing? Oh yeah, I'm missing some Amis. Do I have enough gold? Yeah, I have enough gold. But yeah, no, definitely I wanna. I mean, I've been asking people for crafting supplies, but I think at this point what I need to do is I need to ask people for P Amethyst in exchange for the gear that I've had on my mules. Is the only way I can go about doing it at this point. Cool, 2 rare amulets, because I totally need those right now. And then finally, there we go. I actually don't know why I'm filling up my inventory with magic ammus when I can only craft 6 of them anyway. I'll find a use for them. Anyway, this is going to be the last batch, so... 1 PNB, 7 FCR. Of course the game be loving to troll me here. 2 assassin skills, 6 FCR. Vex from Chaos hype. Ah, very nice. And 1 in 9. Yeah, no, this is a pretty bleak looking evening, I'd say. Nope. And this is gonna be the, well, probably not the absolute last, but yeah, no, these are all shit. Not even any 220s, just straight up garbage for the most part. And I'm actually just gonna check to see if there's any, if I have any other RALs on my rune mule, so I can make use of these. But oh, yes, I do. I have 2 RALs. It's perfect. 2 RAL runes. I can get my jump dump here. Oh, actually I have 2 Amethysts here. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. And then, it's kind of a shame. Death had made a duels game. I'm sure you would have loved to take part in that, Seth. Yeah, so last thing are the junk jewels. I'm gonna throw out 2 of these. Glad I collected so many. Actually, I don't even think I need more mana for a Sork. 20 points of energy or 70 mana an item. Actually, would like to think 70 mana? I think 70 mana. Yeah, I believe it would be 2 per point, I think. Yeah, I just went to go look it up, because I was curious myself. Anyway. So this is going to be the actual last batch of the evening, I think, for crafting. I wish I could get more, but I was trying to buy those crafting mats, and it seems like there's fewer people who are willing to sell. Like, maybe I should just be willing to pay a premium. I've been very stingy, just because like I've been trying to get fair deals. Like, there's been some people selling like close to 88, but not quite 88, and I don't want to throw an ohm at like not 88 because I feel like that's kind of But then people will outbid me anyway, so I might as well just pay a premium. I need those ammies. I'm gonna change my mentality a little bit, I think, on some of these trades. Anyway. Oh, 2 Paladin with 8 FCR. It's almost useful. I mean, 1 Necro skill levels, 9 FCR, like, yeah, this game is mocking me. It knows what I want. It knows it's just not really willing to give it out, it looks like. So, kind of sucks. Actually, there's a much easier way to do this. There we go. Here, I can actually sell the rest of these. And then after this, I'm going to go back to farming just a little bit more, and then I'll call it for the night. I'm not going to really stress myself out too much more on these failed crafts. And then these two. Yeah, this is complete shit. Alright, I'm going to start selling these.
Good to see you.
Sold this. Yeah, no one's gonna need that. Yeah, definitely no one's gonna need that. No. I'll hold on to that for now. War cries. Yeah, no, this is worthless. Worthless. Probably worthless. Worthless. Yeah, probably worthless and definitely worthless. Okay, there you go. That's sum total of me, you know, getting everything. Anyway, yeah, so here, and oh yeah, right, that's that Grand Charm I was supposed to reroll, but anyway, yeah, I think starting from here on out, I gotta really start hunting down those crafting packs. Like, I need those crafting packs, and nobody's selling them, which is kind of shitty, so do something about that. Or very few people are selling, so I gotta catch the few people who are still collecting these crafting mats, and I should just say fuck it. And that's what a lot of other people have been doing, at least from what I can tell. They're not scared to actually go and spend a bit of extra money just to get their crafts, and it totally makes sense. It's honestly probably cheaper than actually having to try and outbid somebody for it in some cases. Like, if you're looking for like a 210 Palliam, you just pay a Vex for it. Like, fuck trying to craft for that, right? Anyway. I'm gonna go back to those runs. And hopefully I can get my hands on a purple box before I call it for the evening. I will be trying to farm Worldstone some more, so yeah. I think there's still cows there at least. I wouldn't actually mind if they closed it down, or, you know, made it so that the cow event is over, just because at this point I could really... This guy's like running like hell for whatever reason. Kind of want to go back to farming my mobs in Chaos. Want to do my 300, was it? Or no, I want to do my remaining 100 or 200 runs. Why are you trying to get an Ami when you have a 30 Maras? Ah, good question. So, believe it or not, 30 Maras is not the finale of my build. The finale of my build, like, the entire time... The reason why I got this Maras in the first place is because my internet connection... You know what? I'm complicating the explanation. It boils down to one thing. FCR. That's why. Maras, it looks fancy, it looks beautiful, and it is, but it lacks on one very critical component to a character, and that is FCR. Yeah, so let me explain. Like, if I have 75 FCR, I can Corpse Explosion faster, I can teleport faster, and, well, yeah, no, those are the two main things, but that's really all you need, right? There we go. It's annoying that I'm cursed, though. I'm getting cursed. Oh! Wow, there you go. Malin Co from One Corpse Explosion. Oh, a Ralry. Oh, that's beautiful. I thought you didn't want FCR. I didn't, but the reason I didn't want FCR in the first place, the reason why I was avoiding FCR is because I know that my net can be a little bit wonky sometimes, or at least the connection to Slash It spikes up every now and then. But I wanted to actually see, like, I know that 125 FCR is kind of out of the question. Like, my connection almost definitely can't handle that. But I want to see if what I can do with the 75, like, because yeah, like, I know that my net can handle 25 FCR just fine, but I want to see what happens if I go with, like... Oh, I'm surprised I missed this entire wall of monsters. But yeah, I want to see what happens if I try to go for 75 FCR. 125 not possible. I want to see how high up the ladder I can go, or how high up the chain of FCRs I can go, without, you know, it being detrimental to myself. So that's why I'm slowly going up on the breakpoints for FCR and seeing what the limit is. And also at the same time, I want to actually try the 75 FCR build. I guess I could just hero editor it too, but I wanted to go 75 FCR and actually see what this build can do. Like, if I can do... Oop. I want to see if I can do like a 75 FCR build and like what... Like, I want to see the capabilities of this build at its without 125 FCR at its max potential. So like later on, I'll hopefully be able to like one-shot Venom Lords with my Poison Novas, which is really what I'm trying to gun for. So that's all. Log off into duel games pops up. Yeah, you know, if you're really looking to duel, you could always start up your own. You can always start up your own duels too. There's usually some people who are down to duel. Like, I know Laws is a big fanatic of dueling. I see him on a lot. Apparently Death is a thing too, or Death's duels are a thing. This piece of shit. Alright, backing out. You can't one-shot Venom Lords? I can. Okay, so give me a second. So close, or so far. It's so close, or so close yet so far. Anyway, I can kind of one-shot Venom Lords. Venom Lords have a variable amount of life. I think it's somewhere between 12k to 15k life or some shit like that, or maybe 10k. I think it's like something like 10k life, 10k to like 11k. And I think like the upper bound of the Venom Lords, or the Venom Lords who actually spawn with a little bit more health. And this is all assuming players 1, of course. Yeah, the upper bound for those Venom Lords can actually survive one Poison Nova, and this is of course assuming. That I'm not using lower res, right? I want to actually have my Nova just like I want to be able to just teleport Nova, teleport Nova, teleport Nova, and then kill everything like that. I don't want to have to cast lower res to lower their resistance to below like 30 or whatever, just so that they'll die almost immediately. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Basically, I'm trying to change the flow of my casts when I'm MFing from like teleport Nova lower res to just teleport Nova, teleport Nova. Oh shit! I actually accidentally clicked on the portal. So yeah, that's just kind of what I'm gunning for. Yeah, actually, this is a good example. I'll show you what I mean. Right, I'm gonna Nova these guys. They actually also, okay, so they all died, but every now and then you'll come across that one cow, I think, that'll survive. And you don't want that one cow surviving, like, you want them all to, I think this, nope, he didn't actually get hit by that. Anyway. Oh, Ethereal Dimensional Blade, let's see. Yeah, no, that's kind of shite. Anyway, but yeah, that's the gist of it. I can one-shot the Venom Lords, but I can one-shot the Venom Lords. It's just I'd rather be able to one-shot them more reliably and also wait a little bit less before I have to teleport forward, like, because the monsters die, right? And if I teleport too far, then I don't see them drop anything, or I can't see, like, if I'm back here, I can see those. Okay, now I can see this mob of monsters, and I can't see that unless if I move too far, I can't see that. So I want to be able to like Nova and then step and then have them die while I'm still in the same screen and can see the stuff that they drop. Also, it helps teleport speed. It helps teleport speed, but I mean the problem, of course, is that it's because of teleport speed that sometimes I can't actually. That my connection actually kind of like fucks me over, right? Like double telling is what I'm trying to avoid. I don't know if you know what double telling. Actually, you know what double telling is. I've told you about it many times. But yeah, if I can avoid double telling, and I can actually get like if I can avoid the double telly, if I can avoid double telling while increasing the speed of my corpse explosion and my teleport, then that's good. So yeah, that's just the gist of it. Oh wow, 2 uniques. Hyperion Spear. You know what is that? Variox Needle, right. I just realized this entire season I've gotten no unique demon heads and no other unique like elite items, which is pretty sad, I'd say. I mean, last season I had I think at least 2 Andy's masks drop season, nada. And unlike last season, I'm actually running more MF because I actually have my Enigma, or I've had my Enigmas pretty much this entire time, so. Not sure what to say there. Okay. Another demon head is dropped. And another demon head that's not unique. And I just want my Griffs. Or, like seriously, I think Kerm, was it? He put a bid of about, I think 10 on the last Griffins that popped up. It was like a 17-10 Griffs. It wasn't like a super good one either, it's just a Griffs. Like, these Griffs are still going hot, but as the ladder progresses, the longer I go without getting a Griffs, the less it'll be worth, for sure. Especially you hit a point where there's no one who's going to really contest your bid because they all already have their Griffs. That's what I'm scared of the most. Like, I've learned this from past ladders. Like, I think the first, like, one of the first seasons I played on here, I was an assassin. And I got my Griffs, like, what? I found a Griffs on, like, week 2. Just by sheer luck, right? RNG is the thing. Beginner's luck, I guess. Yeah, so I got my hands on this fucking Griffin's Eye, and I didn't even know how much it was worth at the time. I was like, oh wow. Like, my heart wasn't racing or anything. It was just like, oh, this unique diadem just dropped. So I'm like, I guess that's, like, what's a unique diadem in this game? Like, I'd say Griffin's Eye diadem. I'm like, shit, it's actually really good. Jaw's gonna drop soon for you, I feel it. Well, okay, well, let's hope that your feeling comes through. Although granted, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna play for too much longer. I was here mainly because I wanted to have some fun and just farm and whatnot, but yeah, pretty soon I will be calling it. We just got to 13.5k Poison Nova. Yeah, that's good on you. That's awesome, dude. I mean, I myself right now am trying to get myself to like, see, double telly right there. So yeah, that's. The more I see that, the more it makes me not want to... Yeah, the more I see that, the more it makes me not want to get this full build, but... How TF says Seth? He's talking about Pod. He plays Path of Diablo. What's your Minova doing? Minova's doing 9.6 to 9.9 right now. Which all things considered, I think is pretty decent. I guess I could technically up it. I could probably technically up it by getting a Bramble, but of course that would mean that I'd have to sack a lot of stuff for it. 6 or 7k, that's actually pretty good considering you just started that Necro. Did you finally get your hands on that Naja staff, or are you still looking for one? That's another thing too, it's been a really weird season. No, I haven't found any bases, like no Superior Mage Blade, no Superior Ed Thresher or anything like that. I haven't really found many uniques or sets. Like, I haven't found Naj's staff at all. I haven't found Andy's mask. I haven't found any Shakos. It's such a silly season, honestly. Also, I'm just gonna start Nova. What the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm wasting so much time. Like, a Nova. Yeah, I should have just done this a long time ago. I don't know why I'm wasting my time sitting around corpse exploding everything. One Nova is enough to kill these monsters. I just realized, like, what the fuck? Okay. Except the only other problem is it's dangerous. I guess that's probably something I have to look out for. Like, yeah, they can still kill me if I teleport into like all of them, and then I just immediately die. I just try to stay on the outskirts. Okay, let's just not just not let myself die there. Your MF isn't that high though. You're right. You're right. My MF isn't that high. But even in past seasons, like 133, I've had less than 133 in past seasons. I've found a lot of shit. Like really, I've definitely found a Shaco with a lot less than 133 MF. Okay, like it's not just on the MF, I'd say. I found Andy's mask before without having ridiculously high amounts of MF, multiple in a season, in fact. I found, like, here's another thing too. With my MF being so low, you'd think that my odds of at least getting, like white base items, like superior mage plate, like 1580 mage plates and shit like that would increase, but no. Mainly what I find is runes, if anything. Like, that's basically it. Maybe like rares, I guess, but no, it's been a really weird season. Is just what I'm trying to get at. Oh yeah. There's a thing as an all-res SC. In fact, I'm wearing one right now. Take a look. It's this. I'm actually wearing two. These dropped early on in the season for me. 4 all-res and 4 all-res. Shame I haven't found anything like those since, but whatever. I think I'll get by. Oh, amulet. This is another thing too. I've been opening up all these Ammies, looking for a Tal's Ammy, and I know that a Tal's Ammy won't fetch that much. The reason I want a Tal's Ammy is strictly because I have never found a Tal's Ammy. At this point, I found, like, I can officially say on Slash I found Tal's armor. I've also found Tal's or IK armor. I'm missing Tal's Ammy. That is the only, I think, set item in the game that I haven't found. I found fucking Griswold's shield. I found Griswold's hat. But I'm missing out on... Okay, and apparently... There you go. Yeah, that's basically all I'm missing out on. Okay, well, yeah, there's a mage plate, but it's not superior. Grand Charm. Oh, hold on. Boots. Oh, yeah, right. Why did I pick up these Sig boots? Oops. Yeah, for that. But yes, Seth, there is a thing as an all-res SC. In fact, there's such a thing as an all-res... there's also such a thing as an all-res SC with... all-res SC with FHR. And there's, I think, an all-res SC with life, too. So, those main things. Got 2 Tal Ammies from Shank, sold 1 early ladder for Ist, and I'm using one. What the fuck? You found a... Dude, this is some bullshit, okay? Like, you don't even MF as much as I do. You don't even come close to MFing anywhere near as much as I do, and yet for some reason... Oh, hey, look, Tranquil. I mean, like, good on you, but, like, that makes... That's kind of... It's just kind of weird. Oh, FHR, like... So, SXC. Yeah, scintillating and... SXC, I'm not sure actually what that means. Trank belt. But yeah, I was talking about FHR. FHR is in faster hit recovery. That's those two, that combination, FHR with like an all-res with FHR or an all-res with life. Oh, those go for big money right there. You can get your hands on something like that. That's fucking insane. And of course, no one would ever complain about, oh, hey, look, here's a small charm with 5 FCR or 5 all res and 5 FHR. Like, that's, you know, like, fuck, great. Anyway. Oh, I see mob density here. So let's do it. Here's the other thing too. They keep interrupting my hits. That's the scary thing about these cows. They do enough damage that they'll actually interrupt my cast animations. If I had more lifers, then maybe I could survive that. But oh fuck! That actually just killed me with that. Here? Nope. Okay, I guess I'll start moving. Nope, jewel. See, some of these actually survived. Like, I actually hit one of them, and still survived that. And at this point, I should just start fucking collecting Rels. I previously was like, oh yeah, Rels are easier to collect. No, they're fucking not. I don't know. These are PV. Yeah, all res 20 life. Like, dude, if I could find something like that, I'd be swimming in fucking dough. I'd probably get more than if I would have found like a burrow room or some shit, to be honest. Of course, it's never that simple. I should really stop doing that. I should just waltz in. There we go. Waltz in, Nova, waltz out. That's... Oh, hold on. Go there. Stand back. Nova. I guess I'm going to play fucking Foursquare here. Okay, nice. I need to be a lot faster here. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I think I know what it is. I'm actually scared. That's what it is. I'm actually scared to, like, you know, something I'm curious about. I'm going to try something that I don't think I've tried yet. I'm going to try activating bone armor. Oh, hold on, what was that? Yeah, most expensive CCs are 320/20s. Well, the thing is, like, yeah, I guess 320/20s would probably be more crazy, but I don't know. 5 all res, 20 lifers. I'm sure just about anybody can use them. Whereas 320/20s, like, you need specific melee builds to use. So I don't know. Like, even right now, hell, if I could get my hands on a 5 all res, like, fuck, I could use that. Still got one of my shit charms for it. Although I guess granted, if I found a plain 5 all res, I'd probably just pawn it for some crafting supplies, because 5 all res is not something I need nearly as much as a lot of other shit in this game. Yes, 3 max damage, 20 attack rating, 20 lifer. Those go for a pretty penny, for sure. Okay, that's a fair number of monsters. Oh, so every now and then if I say something, it'll just automatically spawn that message. I thought people were just saying it for shits and giggles, but maybe they're not. It's actually really cool. I don't know who managed to design that. Those are dope. Yeah, never had my hands on one. Granted, I've never had my hands on a 5 all res with blank either. I've had 5 all res period though. That's about it. Yeah, seen those drop and I'm like, oh shit, that was nice, because it's an immediate upgrade. I never really end up selling them. I think back on BNet days, they used to go for like Pull or some shit, and I'm thinking back now and I'm just like, what the fuck? Pull for a gem like that? Even like a plain 5 all res, like, yeah, it's not GG, but definitely you're gonna want that over whatever you're using. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Actually, I like keeping these junk jewels. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right, they can be duped on BNet. I'd forgotten about that, but then by that same reasoning, they can also just dupe burr runes instead, so... Yeah. If you found one of those, a hardcore live breath sleep PvP player, you would, oh, live, breathe, eat, sleep PvP player, you get nice cash. No, exactly. That's kind of why I've been prying these open, you know? I've been trying to pry these open. Just been trying to pry open these small charms, grand charms, jewels, hoping for some big finds because you never really know. Yeah, no, there's some really nice items you can get if you pry those open. One of the big ones, I think, right now for me, if I could get a light skiller GC with life in it, oh man, that would fetch a fair bit of money. Okay. Gonna step back a little bit, see if I missed anything. I don't think I did. Okay. I mean, I keep interrupting my casts. Okay, I'm gonna bone armor before I teleport to this pack. Maybe that might... Well, nope, didn't. Alright. Got something out of that at least. Oh, fuck. Actually, River of Flame's not a bad place to farm. I should have maybe considered doing this area earlier. Like, the mob density is even just bigger than farming Worldstone, to be honest. It's crazy. And some of the rings that they dropped are kind of shite, but... Yeah, that one barely survived my Poison Nova. That sucks. That 322 open socket hat, that wouldn't have happened. Maybe I should just start doing this. Run River of Flame. Do this in sequence. I think I'll actually maybe consider doing that. I much prefer that, to be honest. Filter thing under where you join games. Let's take a look. Filter? Oh, yeah. It's part of the map pack. Yes, it's part of the map pack. That's right. Let's do that. I actually like this River of Flame farming. That's probably my favorite so far. Like, yeah, there's champ packs and throne and whatnot, but this just feels a lot smoother for me. Just walks in. I feel like I'm in familiar territory farming like this, to be honest. The only problem is that they don't immediately die. It'd be a lot easier for me if they just immediately die than if they don't, sadly. Oh, a Ralrun. I'm gonna get my hands on that pretty soon. Apparently there's walls that stop my Nova. Oh, Rough and Chaos feels pretty good. WSK felt less dense. Okay, fair enough. I will join you on this River of Flames. I'm having a little more fun farming River of Flame than I am Millstone Keep. I don't know what it is. No, Dirk. I thought that was a unique ring because I saw the magic ring next to it, and I saw unique item like magic or unique ring. Not even. Burr was in City of the Damned too. Oh, really? Okay, let's go take a look at this. Take a look at this City of the Damned that you speak of. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting that they would do this for a day. It kind of switches up the gameplay a little bit. Makes you kind of figure out, like, okay, where should I go now, right? All things considered, right? Okay. Alright, so 2 minutes just to farm full river. And it looks like... Huh, interesting. I guess they can turn all the monsters into Hellbeans. Some monsters that just aren't quite capable. Oh fuck, that is a lot of unique packs. I can see why you would say that you... The only problem with this area is it's not an A85 area. Monsters here are A84. Oh shit. It's like being able to farm the cow level without being the fucking cow level. That's for sure. Okay, well, you know what? Okay, I don't know why you guys aren't dying. Honestly, if any of these packs had mine, I'd be so dead right now. But unfortunately, they don't. Too much... Yeah, City I gave up on, except there's a big pack with a too much junk in the way. Yep, I hear you. I agree. That's what Corpse Explosion is for, of course. Or, well, I mean, in my case, obviously you can't because you're a song, but this is just what I've been settling for so far. Yeah, just go in, get one good Nova. L84 only changes drop possibility. Oh, Geeds. Very nice. Okay. Let's take a look. 446. Okay, I don't give a shit about that. Okay, Geeds. And it's a piece of shit. Alright, nice. And if nobody else is going to take that Geeds, then, well, I guess I'll... Oh, there you go. Somebody I knew would have needed it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I can't go further than A1. Alright, well, that'd be good. Yeah, you could travel it to me. What a guy. So demanding. Ah, for shame. Alright, there we go. D2D2 delivery here, I guess. Okay, well, there you go. Keats Fortune. But yeah, so L84 only changed drop puzzles on blue mobs. Are you serious? Really? Interesting. Okay, well... Drop possibilities on blue mobs, though, so does that mean, like, they can... What can't they drop if that's as a result of that? I always thought that the higher the eye level, the higher the odds of them actually dropping what I'm looking for. D-web and shit like that, but I could probably be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Oh man, so many monsters here though. I didn't realize just how many monsters there could be in this area. I'm still waiting for this Burr Rune to drop, you know. Just, I think Gossin was predicted it. I don't know if he's still here, but yeah. He was the one who had said he's expecting this so-called Burr Rune to just fall from the sky in this area. Or, well... Okay, nope, that's not happening. Fuck that. Saw Fanat and I'm just like, yep, nope. That's gonna be a chicken for me. Alright, I'm still alive, so... and my golem's still intact. Sometimes I feel like my Corpse Explosion just doesn't register. It's kind of weird. So I feel like my Corpse Explosion isn't quite as big a radius as it should be. I don't know why I'm tired. I think my body won't let me sleep for 10 minutes and I have to sleep. Okay. Honestly, Seth, I'm surprised you're still even here. Thanks for, torturing yourself just to stick around. But you don't have to. Just go straight to bed, like whatever. But definitely, it's been a fun season, I'd say. I don't know. It's been enjoyable. I don't know about how your farming adventures have been going though, because I know you actually are not the biggest fan of MFing, and one of the reasons why I was helping gear up your Paladin 40 is because I figured that was the main character that you wanted to roll with. Yeah, but evidently now you're trying to go and farm stuff on your own, so I don't know how that's going to be panning out for you. Alright, so that is a big mob. Oh, and an Ithrin dropped. Nice. Not even an Isrin, but an Ithrin. Oh, here's a good, nice large pack, I'd say. Oh, Graves. That's, I believe those are Terra Haunches. Damn, I'm really not feeling it today on these drops. Fuck. Okay, well, I guess I'll go back to City of the Damned, see what we can do here. I think this is still an 84 area? Yeah, it's 84. Wow, one corpse explosion puts me back up to full health after I just finished getting that burn. That Zod drop really fucked me over. I'm telling you guys right now. It's because of that Zod drop that I haven't managed to find shit in the last little while. I bet you. RNG is now just being like, okay, well, we gave D2 really good drop. And here's the thing I've come to realize, like that Zod drop, I think they were just... Oh wow, okay. I feel like the Zod drop was close to the same rarity as the certain other thing. Griffin's Eye. I think that they share like very similar odds of dropping, but of course it had to be the Zod that dropped instead of the Griffs. It's a shame. Yeah, they still don't main for every season. I just might not start out as one every season. Okay, well that's fine. I'm just surprised. Battle Cest, yeah, I think that's Shadow Dancers or whatever. It always comes as an ethereal weapon. Oh, hey, look, another fucking white Shaco. Wow. Missing FCR, that might have been useful. Okay. Oh, small charm. I didn't even realize when it dropped. There's another one that dropped here too. Oh, it's Fury Visor. Oh, hold on. Wait, that was a rare Coronin. Alright, let's see what this is. Traps. Nothing useful. And apparently, man, these guys drop shit like left, right, front, and center, right? Honestly, I am a bit disappointed. I mean, the cow event is cool, but I was hoping to get some runs in to try and continue my 1000 Chaos Run series, because I'm actually really close. I just need to do another 200 runs, and, well, relatively speaking. Like, 200 runs isn't really close, like, it's still like another, it's still another 5 hours minimum, I think, but still, it's fine. It's not bad, actually. Hold res 11% with a 50 PDSC. Not bad at all. I think I will start charging people. I will start selling these. Open up the shop, just be like every item worth 3 amethysts. Or maybe I'll make it 2. Maybe I'll make it 2 so that people will actually buy shit from it. I feel like if it's 3, it's too much. It used to be the P-Gem shop, but it's okay. Wait for the P-Gems for now, I think. I've rolled enough to realize it's just not gonna happen. Superior Phase Blade. Ooh, let's take a look at that. Ah, fuck. Not even an ED Phase Blade. Next season, I'm not starting this probably, but I'm sure as anything, I'm not making another Uber killer. That's fair. Might I ask why you are so against being an Uber killer this time, or yeah, why all of a sudden the shift in mentality? I love to run Shank in the other guy near the waypoint, but there are a lot of things that could do it better than Zealer. Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. To be honest with you, one of the things I wanted to try was actually running Pindle, but then I did some research and it turns out that with no drop zero, Pindle's drop rates I don't think are affected. Because, yeah, they're just not affected. And besides, like, you just get better returns out of actually farming bigs. Like, I've watched videos of people who have farmed Pindle, and to be completely honest, I wasn't impressed at all. It was like, yeah, they farm Pindle 500 times, and the best thing they get is like a fucking, I don't know, there's videos out there. Ooh, is this of any value? 2 jab skills, 10 IAS, 28 ED, 28% attack rating. Maybe I'll hold on to that one. Actually not sure about, for this one. But anyway, no, yeah, basically it's like, oh, Griswold's Valor, like, or is it Griswold's Valor? This is Set Corona is like the best thing they find, and I'm just like, okay, like Griswold's Valor is cool and all, like Set Corona is cool, but it's not like, it's not anything you'd really end up using, so it's like, why bother? And I'm also now starting to see why people are so willing to just hand out free Trang items. Like the number of cows I've killed and getting 2 Trang pieces already, 2 things from the set, in such a short period of time is interesting to say the least. Oh, Grand Trunk. Okay. Makes me wonder, if I were to do like a Holy Grail Necro, maybe I should actually farm cows. Well, you get a lot of good uniques there. Actually, I wonder, what if I do this? My amp damage isn't, it doesn't have a big enough radius. I should just focus on Corpse Explosion, I think. Hold on a second, hold on. Let's see. I gotta kill off all these monsters. I feel like this is about 100 of them. Hopefully maybe one of them drops something. Not gonna happen though. Ah. Nope. This is the life of RNG. Didn't even drop me anything remotely of value. Is the throwing jab skills IAS or FCR? You can't spawn FCR on javelins, so maybe that answers your question. Oh, you're talking. Oh, sorry, my bad. You're talking about the actual. You're talking about Lightning Fury, the skill that Amazon has. Well, Lightning Fury is based off of IAS. Yeah, Lightning Fury is based off of IAS, not FCR. Okay, there we go. Finished in 3 minutes. Pretty good, I guess. let's actually now start heading back. Seems I got my hands on a jewel. That's pretty good. See, this guy barely survived. That was a unique monster too. If he were just a little bit, if I had just a little bit more damage, and I know that having my full build, especially the 3 PNB 20 FCR certainly will let me actually kill him with 1 Nova. Okay. I see skew him, I misread his scrotum. I just drop on the floor. Just wood. Okay, well. Oh, that's a bow skiller. I will hold on to that for the time being. Yep, okay. Not bad. Ever since I stopped collecting junk jewels, it's been nice to just sit back and actually grab some proper drops, actual skillers and shit. Although in past seasons, I'm just thinking about how I opt not to pick up skillers at all. Probably a really stupid call in hindsight. Well, maybe I don't pick skillers up at all, but like the small charms, I think I avoided a lot of the time because I didn't want to waste time picking them up. And I'm looking at them like, if I can get my hands on like 320/20s, then yeah, that's really good. That's a huge mob density. Oh shit! I don't want to get hit by that conviction aura. Flawless. I'm gonna sleep soon. Sorry, it's early. Oh, don't worry, dude. It's all good. Get some rest. Have a good night. As always, you know the drill. Just chilling here, having fun. And yeah, that's basically that. Although, to be honest with you, I'm probably... Damn, I was really hoping to get the remaining 2 million XP or whatever, or however much I need to level up to level 95, but well, fuck it. I'll say that for another time. I think I'm going to be hitting that pretty soon myself. So, yeah, have a good night, Seth. Thanks for popping by, if you're still around. And, yeah. Okay, that's good enough for me. I think I've finished farming this area. Good or okay, message you on Discord, right. I'll let you know if I find a Griffin's Eye Die then. That is basically it, but that's probably not going to happen. Alright, and good night. Although, once again, I'm not playing for very much longer anyway, I'm just gonna... Okay, let's just sit back here. Damn, I got cursed. It's a bit complicated. Trying to find like small pockets of air here. Survive. There you go. Nice. This is Lusker guy, that's great. He's looking for spirit cess. Oh! As Hellforge plate, ain't that nice. This is definitely e-buggable, but I don't really care too much to... I don't care enough to really hold on to this. Trying to think. Maybe I will hold on to it. I could pawn it for some Piamethyst, I think, if I if I decide to go that route. Alright. Yeah, I'm really farming those Piamethysts a lot faster than Rals. I thought it would be the other way around, but yeah, definitely. Piamethysts are far, far, far more common. Okay. For many spirit sets like that. Oh, unique amulet. Let me guess. No Kazan relic. Oh, High Lord's Wrath. I seem to be getting a lot of those this season, at the very least. Well, that's, let's see, 3.5 minutes. Yeah, pretty decent. Hoping to get that purple box, but I feel like that's a little too much to ask for, I guess. And this... yeah, it's too much to ask for, I suppose. Oh well. Okay, I think I'm gonna do 2 more runs and then I'm gonna call it. I'm really not feeling like farming any more than I already have. Maybe get a few, games in of Dota, off stream. That'd be good. Dota 1, I mean. I think most of the people who were watching earlier have already taken off anyway. I haven't really heard word from anybody else. Well, okay, no, Deadlock I know is still here. He's still farming, but I mean, pretty much everybody else. Or a lot of other people have probably already popped on themselves. Besides, when I return to, well, if I return tomorrow, then there will be far fewer cows, I think, and that will give me some leeway to try and do some chaos runs, presumably where... yeah, this guy should be down. Presumably where there's not going to be infested with cows, so that'll be a little bit better for my attempts to get my 1,000 runs of chaos and statistics. Oh, well, a bit late for that. I saw an ammo here and then I just ignored it because I didn't really want to start collecting ammos. Yeah, 141. Yeah, maybe I should make it a habit to just start collecting spirit sets, because I know that's always lovely, trying to find a 35 FCR spirit. And fortunately, as a Poison Necro, I never find one. It's kind of tempting to try and play Poison Necro again next season, just because, like, I mean, this season, I feel like I did a much better job than last, and I learned a lot. But even though I did a lot better this time around, I feel like I've still learned even more than previously, aka, don't waste purple boxes on trying to reroll your fucking skillers, and secondly, yeah, don't waste purple boxes on trying to roll stupid shit just for fun. Always burn it on the crafts. And definitely another thing is that, yeah, competition for Poison Necro stuff at this point is huge on Slash because people start to realize, like, fuck, this is where all the money's at for playing a Necro. Well, and of course, there's also always sorceresses too, but Necros are becoming more and more popular, I feel. Ooh, all res 35 Secret Run Dash. Nice. Nice. Okay, well, it's time for me to... I'm gonna do my last run, and then I'll mule everything off, and then call it an evening, I think. So, if anyone still around, thanks for dropping by. There we go. Final run. Is there a way to skip this song? I also hate this song. Or I wouldn't say I hate it, but I don't really like it. On Monster Cat Radio. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, thanks for tuning in and sticking around, dude. Appreciate it. Always nice to have other people who. Okay. There we go. Close. I survived that one. Yeah, always nice to have people who stick around and just tune in and listen, of course. Colorings. I'd return in a bit anyway, so I'll just leave that rare for the time being. Unless I crash. You know, maybe I should just... Oh, Amarin. Oh, Small Charm. Yeah, 30 F8, or 30 Fast Run Walk, 10 FHR, 23 Fire Res. It's not bad. Too bad it's a single res, but could maybe at least get something for that. Hold on to this for the time being. Oh, another Amarin. Nice. Shark skin boots. I love how I'm getting faster run walk boots. They just don't have any other merits about them that won't be useful. It's always the joke here. Oh, hold on. Oh, flawless. Flawless amethyst. Shit. I guess I'll throw out the Amarin because nobody said anything. About whether or not they needed it. Okay, well. So I'm doing these runs in like 2.5. I don't know if that's fast or what, but I mean, then again, you don't see cows like flying around every day anyway. Yep, is that everything? Yeah, I think that was just about everybody. Okay, well, that was it. Time to mule, and then I'll call that an evening. Maybe tomorrow I'll do some more runs or whatever, but for now I think I'm good. Alright, let's take a look here. So collecting those Piamethysts. 2 Rowls. I think those go on this mule. I can craft 2 more amulets, actually. Well, let's craft 2 last amulets, or 2 amulets just before I call it for the evening. Might as well. I mean, there's no one watching, but might as well get rid of these Rowls as I get them. Should have held on to those junk jewels from earlier. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, okay. Okay, and finally, 2 magic ammies. Although to be honest, even if I don't get that 75 FCR, I won't be too salty. Just because my connection to Slash is so shit that probably having a higher FCR would probably cause me more problems than it'd help anyway. There we go. One last craft. And Mal, not Ralph. There we go. Here we go. Everything on right side. Maybe that'll give me the opposite luck. Proceed to be something useful. Nope, and it turns out to be shite. 2 fire skills, 10 FCR. Yeah, nope, no such luck. So, I'm gonna throw this out. And then all of these small charms I can drop as well. There's this rare thing, and then there's this High Lord's Wrath. Okay, good. So now I just have to proceed to switch him over to the other character, or the other account. Start picking them up. Any more space on this guy? Yes, I do. Nice. Actually full up on this guy. I'll actually chuck one of these out. Don't need a bunch of Trang armors. Need a bunch of Grizz armors either. I don't know, I'm carrying around one in Splendor, but anyway. Venus Bow, I'll keep my hands on that. Fewer people use Grizz armor than these, I think, so I'll get rid of that. Let's see. Here we go. And actually hold everything. Oh, nice. Perfect. Alright, time to bring the unique. So it was this one, right? There you go. Oh, perfect. One spot. Just for this High Lord's Wrath. I think I had a rare set of boots, and then I had some javelins on the floor, so I'm gonna go get the boots mule. Just ridiculous. I get all these like fast run walk boots with 10 FHR, even one with Dex and dual res, but the numbers just aren't high enough for them to be of any real value. Anyway, I think I have a later mule. That guy will hold on to these jabs. Oh, perfect spacing too. I think that was on my crafted mule. Wow, perfect spacing as always. Oh wait, no, that's right. The whole reason I got rid of those is because I have this, I actually have this Hellforge plate. Maybe I should just roll it. Maybe I should actually just roll it, see how many sockets it gets, and save myself some space and some time. Yeah, let's do that. I think I've cleaned out pretty much everything on this mule anyway, so... or on this character. or on my Necro. Just gonna quickly repair everything and make sure that he's good to go for the next couple of runs. Yeah, he's missing some ID scrolls. You guys can't see right now, but it doesn't matter. I don't think anybody's really interested in seeing this anyway. I gotta bring my Bobarb in so that he can pick up the Ist and the Mal. Those are pretty much my two big finds for today. Not really big finds, but I mean, there's something, I guess. But definitely, I'm still looking for the real goods. Yeah, okay. So it was my yeah, I'll just sock up the fucking thing. Let's do it. Dump. I think I should have a spare P topaz. If I don't have a spare T topaz, then fuck. Okay, yes I do. Alright, nice. Okay, I feel luckiest with my Meme Dream Druid, so might as well use him. Do I even have a cube on this guy? Okay, good. I actually have a cube on him. That's good. Let's see how many sockets I roll on this Hellforge plate. Right. Yeah, just gonna show this off here. Got my Meme Dream Druid. And we get this P Topaz here, and let's see if we can roll a decent number of sockets. I'm gonna guess one socket, but 4 sockets. Might as well just. I guess I can hold on to that, like whatever. Of course, what that means is I'll have to chuck these out for the time being. May as well pick them up with the skill shop, but whatever. Yep, and that's pretty much it, I think. With these two crafted ammies on the floor, I'll just let one of them get deleted and the other one. One of them is the fire skill. I think I'll keep that one, but the other one can. I won't feel bad about tossing this one. Yeah, that one. Can't even repair all my shit. Yeah, well, that's it for me. Just trying to admire my druid for a second. The amount of work that I put into it, or not really just that I put into it, but that a lot of other people put into. And now we've got a druid who does, who has like 1.5k damage with each of his wolves. Very nice. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Maybe later tonight I'll get a post going for. I can actually get a post going to try and get people to start buying some of the items in on my mules for P-Amethysts. But I'm gonna leave it at that. 3 tikis and 12 fulver juice. Yeah, okay. Well, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for coming out, and well, I'll see you around. So, yeah, P2D2 signing out.